Welcome to another episode of the group chat. Yes. I hope you guys have watched our last episode. Nathan,
I'm sure. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have, and I hope you're also following, you're liking, sharing, subscribing, spreading the word, and doing everything you need to do. So today we'll be talking about something. This one is like, how do you say it? Yam pescat. As always,
maybe we not go
right?
there, but we are going there as always.
We will always talk about it. And today we're talking about getting into a relationship. Is it out of love or is it out of loneliness?
Exactly. And so, to help us dissect this conversation, we have an interesting personality.
The one and only.
The one and only.
The most controversial. Lorenzo in the building.
Welcome, Lawrence. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
This
Thank
topic,
you very
in
much.
fact, now you fit like this. I don't know why. You go help us. Welcome again, Lawrence.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
Thank you very much. And it's a great honor and pleasure to be in your midst. And let's see how it goes. I've thought about this for a while and have some controversial views.
Now we know you're married, but we're still going to take you back before we started.
Who is married? Well, one of the things I tell people, yes, I'm married, but my views and my thoughts are not about my marriage. My perspective is not about my marriage. Yes, a bit of influences has come from my marriage, but my wife knows me very well, and we share diverse opinions and views on the sales.
She understands you like that.
Well, you should not understand she can.
God is helping. So let us now go right into it, right? When you started off your relationship, you yourself getting into a relationship or the relationship that eventually led to marriage, did you get into that relationship from the onset out of loneliness and you needed a companion? Or did you see your wife at the time and it was like, I'm so in love with this woman and I would not let her go. I must wife her up.
Let me tell you a funny story.
Okay.
A very, very funny story. The first day I met my wife, I told her you would be my wife.
Why do people always
Lawrence,
say
you don't
that?
even look like that kind of person.
That's
Is
how I
that
said.
even real? Like, do people? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw her and I said,
"Oh,
do you know, you'll be my wife. I can remember when I said it, how I said it.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
we're working together and I saw her for the first time. I said, I'll marry you. And like joke, we are 10 years now. And, you know,
congratulations.
but was it a factor of loneliness or a factor of love?
And even now that you're still married, are you still in that marriage because of love, or you're in the marriage because you are
you need a
scared that,
companion.
hey, if I walk away, where will I start
So
from?
I think that the second question is a very controversial
Yeah.
question, because if I would answer it honestly, a lot of people stay in marriages just for, it's gone beyond the love and loneliness state. Some are in the marriages just to while away time. I don't want to leave because of one factor or the other, most likely children. I don't want to leave. Some are like, well, I've weathered the storm this long. There's no need to make it just a bus they go. And some are really staying in it because I see a spark always. I reignite that spark always, and I see that this person is me and I am this person. So we cannot be without each other.
So I always say love is not enough in a marriage.
I disagree.
Love is not enough for
I
Lawrence.
It has to be more
disagree.
than love.
I
It has to be more
disagree.
than love.
No, let's even hear your perspective. So you're saying that all a marriage needs,
All through your marriage, you are in love.
absolutely, is love.
It's
You are in
love.
love.
Okay.
I hear people say that a lot. Love is not enough. Then what is
Love should be there. Okay, it's part of it. But there are other things, because the days when you are upset with this person, you are so angry with this person, you don't love that person at that moment. It's oh, I like this person. This person is my friend. Do you understand? And whatever this person does, okay, I can forgive. Love, it might not totally fade away, but love is not
Love
enough.
is all we need. Love is enough. If I ask you what's the definition of love, you probably want to define it, define. But the Bible says one very profound statement. Say, for God is love. And that's the full stop. That is the true definition of love.
I think I understand where Lawrence is coming from, in the sense that love in itself is expressed in different forms. So if you're out of that love at that moment,
That's the end of it.
no, it's not the end of it, because that's love now is now so when people say love is not enough, you say, okay, because of this thing, it is still that love, but is expressed in a different way. So when you say, okay, I'm not in love with this person, but I'm still there because we've been friends, that is still love expressed in a
another
different
form.
way. So love is as I say, love is patient, love is kind. You're patient with your friend, you're kind to as a human being.
Okay.
You know,
That's
you're
a very
this, you're
good
that, you're that.
point.
So love
And I
is
wanted to
just
bring up.
Explanation.
yeah.
So our explanation, which you said earlier on, is you want to define love. Love is patient, love is kind, love is this, love is that. Love is patient. You're angry, you need to be patient in anger.
Yeah.
Love is kind. Okay, you're angry, but you still give him food.
You see those videos that were trending, I think the videos are all over the internet when it says she loves me, but she's angry with me, but she won't want to see me suffer.
Yeah.
Like, you're angry with your
And
spouse, and
you're
the
like,
person is eating burger, and you just drag the burger and just give him food and eat before you starve to death.
so that is the
Yeah.
that is love. So
Yeah.
love is enough. Love is all you need. The other thing you do are added on
So, but the
values.
question of today now is,
Yeah, is
why
before
do
you
people get
enter-
into relationship? Is it out of love or out of loneliness? So it's sort of now out of convenience. So why do people go into relationships? Why do people stay in relationship? We've not answered our question.
So I believe in love at first sight. I also believe that there's a need state for everybody. And that need state is where loneliness comes in. What is loneliness? Loneliness is the absence. It's a lack state. I lack something. So I remember when I was getting get married and I met the father. My father said, why do you want to marry? I said, okay, I have one pot. And now the pot has grown big enough. I cannot eat alone from the pot. I need somebody to also join me to eat from that pot.
Lorenzo.
And
Lorenzo,
I
that-
that's deep like this and romantic. Really? Yeah.
that's not romantic. That's
I
just
don't know the word,
it's
but
not romantic. That was just a need
like how
state.
your mind
Yeah.
takes
It was a
you
need state.
have one pot.
I've been.
So you cannot eat
It's
from
like
the
as a young guy growing up, you know.
so, what was her father's expression when
and
you
he was like, that was it. That was what it was like.
Lawrence, you bobo the man.
And it was case
Over the-
closed. It was case closed.
Let me
Into
ask you
that
this.
stage.
At that time, and I need you to be sincere. So you know how they say guys, they have different girls, hanging around. So I'm sure you had a lot of female friends. Were you still lonely that you needed this one person to just come and share your
So no, I wasn't really dating other ladies. I had someone that I was already going to get married to, but one thing led to another. We went our separate ways. And I think that was only the relationship that was really intense for me. And yes, before I now met. So it wasn't because of that lady I met my wife. Right?
Yeah.
In that state, I've been on my own, hustling as a young guy, but everybody from peer pressure, family pressure, we realize
another
that
angle. You need to do
You need to
this.
do this thing.
you're
You
going
can't
not
just
going
be on your
old,
own.
you're getting young, get somebody. But the truth is that whenever you come home as a guy or
Yeah,
a
I was gonna
lady,
go there.
there's always an
Yeah.
empty void. At a particular point in your life, you realize that this house is too
Quiet.
big or too quiet. I need somebody to talk with. I need somebody to text with. I need somebody to call. I need somebody to check up on me. So it's a loneliness state. And when you enter that realm, that state, you now start actively looking for one person
that
that
fits.
fits that bill. Then you now start having or giving opportunities to people to cross your way and have interaction with then you now choose and say, I like this guy or this girl's outlook to life. I like her mannerism. I like how she speaks. I like how she talks. So interaction brings love.
And you guys now start, it feels like you're now
In
in
sync.
sync.
From
And I
one
think
day
it's
to
even
another.
genetic, or it's even, will I call it, it's both biological and spiritual, to say that you would always start from a lonely path to evolve to love. Because even from the beginning of creation, right? When God created Adam,
Say, let him not
he
be
just
alone.
looked at him and just said, nah, it's
can't
not.
be alone.
Maybe he just looked at Adam the way he was just passing up and down in the garden, and he was just bored. He was just looking at the trees. He didn't know. And God just said, nah, 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 nah. So he was actually very lonely. And God just said, you know what? Let me now.
Maybe
create
Adam
someone
was
for
even
you.
grumpy when he was working on the farm. I said, why am I?
What am I doing?
Well,
Why am I
why did this man put me
why,
here?
why
Only
only me? Why do I enjoy all these things only me? And he might have complained, but the Bible never says anything about that. But the truth is that you would get to a loneliness phase first before it opens the door for you to now start actively searching for someone to build, because the love stage is the stage of building and sharing.
Yeah.
So initially, there's nothing like initially we start dating. I think personal opinion and perspective. I think the first stage of dating is from a loneliness point of view.
yeah.
I am not happy that I cannot call on somebody, I cannot text somebody, I cannot call somebody. Yes, I have friends around me, but those friends are not, they're just friends. They're not, should I use the word? They're not intimate friends with me.
Yeah.
They're not somebody that I can hold on to, I can hug very warmly and very strong. I need that someone. So we start from loneliness. I need to fill a void.
Yeah.
I need to move out of this phase. Then that is when we call, well, I'll call it the dating
The
stage,
dating stage.
or one of the popular English I've learnt this period is the talking stage.
Talking stage.
My talking stage.
My talking
My
stage.
talking stage.
When do you evolve from talking
Talking
stage
stage.
to
So let us put that loneliness stage as the talking
talking
stage.
Right.
I just need somebody to talk with, we jest, we make fun, we yab each other. Then slowly by association, I start seeing something different.
different?
But with the advent of social media, right, I believe that it looks as though, regardless of how, social media has ensured that people are more connected, people are more in touch and stuff like that. I don't know. My personal thinking is that people are even actually more,
Lonely.
is there a word like that? Lonelier
More lonely.
in these days, even with all of the networking
Yeah.
apps.
Because you
Do
hear
you feel the
stories that
same way? Do you feel that
you
people
see
are
people
actually more
post
lonely?
their spouse. Everything seems to be going well.
Yeah, because they've
after one
actually
week-
filled that
Yeah.
void that we're talking about, right? They've gotten
Then the
married,
next thing,
they've gotten
they've got
kids,
their separate
they
ways.
have that person in the house that they call their own and stuff. But you still find out that some of them still suffer loneliness and depression. Do you think that we are lonelier now than before?
I think that for me is a very interesting topic to talk about. I think social media should be regulated. I think we are too much influenced by what we see on social
Yeah.
media. And sorry, I'm a bit of a traditional person. I think if we go back
Or
to
a
the
good company.
yeah, if we go back to
You're a good
the
company.
olden days, how did we survive without social media?
Yeah.
I mean, people were not lonely then. People lived life. Now with the advent of social media, a lot of things are going wrong that instead of going right. So when you are still lonely in a marriage or in a relationship, it's a number of factors that have caused that. It's not that you're no longer out of love. And that's where probably we support your opinion from the first time that love is not enough. Maybe.
So that's why
maybe,
I asked this
maybe,
question, because
maybe.
it's somewhat intertwined.
Yes.
So you started off lonely, you now found love.
Into love.
When you now found the love, is like you are now back to the loneliness, even in that love.
Okay, let me explain it this other way. We love our parents, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that for most of us in old age, we tell our parents, especially when they call us to come and take me out, or I need to go to the hospital, we grumble and mumble and grudgingly carry them to the hospital and tell them. For most people, I've seen it a lot. If you
Okay,
go,
because I was about to
Always.
say I'm not.
go to hospital, you see it. Now, if a lot of things happen in the relationship, both parties demand a lot of give and take from each other.
Yeah.
And that demand causes a lot of rift. It is not easy. I face those things, not as if nobody is perfect. It's not as if I have 100. Me and my wife, yesterday she was telling me that we fight often. I said, I'm not aware of it. She said we fight it. I said, but babe,
To you, it's not fight.
I'm not aware of it. So a lot of times, other factors. Okay, now we are now dating, but I'm not seeing you as often as I used to see you. The angle of see finish also comes into play. We are now together.
Yes. Now you don't value.
So
You don't see.
what else do you want? We are together. I will come home, Shay.
What else do you
What
want?
else do you want?
Lawrence?
We're together. But
And she makes her hair and you didn't even notice.
what?
She does her nails and you
So-
don't even notice.
So those are the
She bought a new
issues.
perfume, you don't notice.
So those are the
It will come back to that loneliness.
So those are the issues that causes things to happen. When you want the person to think like you, to notice everything you do.
That's where communication
Like
comes in.
Uchechi said, was that not what made
No.
you decide that
No.
okay, this is now the person
No.
out of all the people that were surrounding
No,
you? This is the
100%
person?
no.
Because there was a reason you chose that
100%
person.
Exactly.
no.
So why is it that the reason you chose that person is
All
now
of a
that
sudden,
same reason
you are not
you're not
You
following
didn't
up
choose
with
me
it.
because I complimented your hair.
I chose you because you complimented me. You had nice things to
Okay.
say about me. You
No,
admired me a
no,
lot
you're
and you
smart.
used to say it.
You're smart. You're wise. Or I like your groove. You got great
Did you
vibes.
have to say it at the beginning? Why did you stop?
That I love the hair. No, I didn't. I never.
No, okay, let's use
I
not
never
use
said I
that
love
as
the
an
hair.
Maybe there's
example.
somebody.
So like now you said, okay, you're smart, you're groovy, you're this, you're that. So when I do something smartish, when I
Exactly.
do something
Do you
that,
call it out?
do you now say,
I
oh
really,
yeah,
I
I
like the way
really
you
like
did
this
this.
thing that
Do
you
Like
put
for instance, you change the tires.
No, not changing of
No,
hair.
why can't you change tires?
why do
Okay,
you think
no,
I
wait,
should be
wait,
able
wait.
to
You
change
change
my
the
hair?
tires, and I said, now, oh, great, you're becoming a man now.
No.
Is that not a compliment?
No, all those kind of ones now.
What you
I
want?
didn't marry you because I loved how you
Is
changed
that
tires.
why we dated? Because you were lonely, there was nobody
Okay, why
to
did
pay
we date?
compliment.
Of all the people that you had around you, there was one person you chose.
We
Why?
dated because you were
You're
more
pretty.
than you are. Well, pretty is not. It doesn't fly.
You're more than what?
You're more than what I see in other people.
What are
What
you
are
Most
they
dating?
especially, the first and most important thing is character. First and most important thing.
So
is
when I
character.
exhibit a good character
Exactly.
in
In the
school,
marriage,
in
you still
public,
call out
do
those
you
things.
say,
Why?
oh,
I like
really
that you are still kind though. You are still the way
Exactly.
from the first day. I like that.
Why should I call it out? I'm
would you call
sorry.
it out?
Who needs to hear
But-
that as a validation
would
that
you
we're
Why are you needing a validation?
Maybe not validation, but just say, oh, I like that you are still the kindest person that I know.
Exactly.
It's still the same the way from the first day
Because
I met
when they
you.
constantly
I like
hear that,
oh,
there's
you're
just-
compassionate.
So I say it
and
once in a while, right? Or I say it
be saying it every day.
every
Sorry.
day.
Not every day. Not every day.
You know, if
When
I
something
if I
happens-
ask if I turn the question around, a lot of people will say, hey, I knew I was going to go there.
No, turn it. Let's
No, I don't want to turn it.
turn it now.
Because the conversation is that you also what you say to the man.
No, so for example, a man
Because-
is a good man. Like let's say
Oh, yes.
he's a provider, right? I'm
Please
coming there.
hold the
I'm
point.
coming.
No,
Maybe not
close
provide that
it there.
because we know that
Close it there.
ideally
Close it
supposed
there.
to provide. Let's say,
Who said I
mentioned
meant to
earlier,
provide?
Like I mentioned
Because
Who
earlier.
said
I
I
said
meant?
you home.
Who
I
said I
said,
meant to provide?
Lawrence, let's not go there.
No, let's go
No,
there
no, let's
small
not say
because
provide.
that loneliness, from that loneliness comes that provision part. Because in that loneliness, you say the man is providing for me because I need somebody that would be in the house. I need a man that provides. I can't do everything on my own. Loneliness is beyond being alone. It also goes to places of, oh, I can't do things on my own. I need a partner to
I
support
can,
me.
but I just need some
No, I can't.
support. I just need.
I can't. If you can, you won't need support. I can't.
Okay.
A man can tell you that I don't need anybody in my life. A woman will rarely say that. Rarely say that.
No.
Rarely.
Even a man saying that I don't need anybody in my life is a lie. You can't.
No, I don't need anybody in my life.
That's
No,
pride.
that's
How can
pride.
you say you
You
don't
ca-
need
you
anybody
can't
in
say
your
that.
But I
life?
don't need anybody. Okay,
That's okay.
business. I need people that bring money, business wise. Like I told you, I'm very.
So,
See,
Lauren, you
you
don't need anybody. So you like to do your laundry. You like to
Now this
tidy your
loneliness
home.
we they talk about. Oh, you need somebody. You
so
need.
like I said, it comes to
We're even mixing.
it's good that we're mixing them because everything ties together and
Yes,
says
yes,
That's
yes,
why.
yes.
to that
yes,
loneliness part, to that love part. I get home, I need somebody to do my laundry. No, my wife is not my laundry woman.
We know. But
But
if you
I
are
get
by
somebody
yourself,
I need somebody to do my laundry, loneliness. I need somebody to eat with me, loneliness. I need somebody to drink with me, loneliness. I need somebody to laugh with me, loneliness. I find out one person and we weigh each other, we see, oh, things are good, things are great. We translate into love. So, like I said from the onset, it's actually love, dating for love and dating for loneliness are actually intertwined.
Fine.
It's together. You cannot really,
Isolate one from the
yes,
other.
because even if you say you love at first sight, there's something that led you to do love at first sight.
Exactly.
You were probably searching for somebody to be in your
loafing
life.
around.
So you see a
Like
girl.
Adam was probably.
You know, most
like-
people, I've heard of I see most relationships whereby it started from seeing a girl being who she is herself, crazy, laughing, jumping, groovy, and the guy say, "Oh, that girl get vibe. I love that vibe.
This is kind of person.
This is kind of vibe I need in my life," because for him, he lacks that, or he needs somebody to
Yeah.
complement that.
Yeah.
So that is a loneliness. That's a need state. That girl, I need to get that girl's number. Then why are you asking for my number? Why do you want me? You now start hearing the guy saying, "Oh, you compliment me. You're just what I need in my life." It's a loneliness phase.
So that means we need to begin to eradicate that whole conversation around he used me, she used me. You needed me, I needed you. We got what we needed from each other in that moment. If we were lucky, we would have, continued. If not, because
I don't believe in luck.
because I've seen situations, right, where a lady in that moment has this void, not because she just really needed to feel love and all of those things. She needed to feel something, right? And then she now met a guy who, at that moment too, also had this
is feeling the same
is feeling
way.
the same way, right? He's not really thinking long term like that. She's also not thinking long term like that. And you see most of all those movies, all those chick flicks where you just rent a husband or you hire a boyfriend to follow you to the village to just show people that you are, and then of course typical of movies now, they now end up falling in love, blah blah blah. But that was not what it started. That was not the intention from the very beginning, right? So when those kind of thing happens from people using themselves at the initial stage, when it goes off, when it fades away, when you are taking what you want at that moment, and you don't think that this thing should evolve into love, I think it's okay for people to walk away.
Is it that you communicate this as you are in this relationship with the person? Oh, now it's not like I'm looking for companionship that will lead to marriage. Do you have these conversations so that one party is not disappointed at the end and end up saying, "Oh, he has
People
used me."
rarely have those conversations because they think it's awkward.
That's why I'm still asking. Do you have that? Oh, we're just friends with benefits. So no, they think say this thing go evolve past.
So I don't want to go into that conversation. I want to go into a more purposeful conversation to say dating for loneliness is almost the same. Takes you to the part of dating for love.
Love.
Lawrence is right, because you might actually just want to be open-minded, right? To not, or immediately from the get-go begin to limit, to say, oh, this is what it is, so this is this, that. And so you're already setting the boundaries, right? Because you obviously you don't really know.
And maybe not.
You understand? So
What if as you guys go along,
you still don't know to what end. So it's until you get to that point, until you get to that end, you know, you can now make a decision to say, oh, okay. Why do you think that some people, they would date for like what, 7 years,
years.
15 years, but they just get to a point where, and then
No.
when they now break up
I-
that relationship,
I have a
when they
problem
now
with
break
that.
up that
Why
relationship,
did it take you 7
chill now.
years?
When they now break up that relationship,
Those
they
are
immediately find someone.
conversations
They immediately
different.
find someone that they now get married to in less than a year. Do you get?
I think at every point in time, we realize that we need people. Let me put it as, use this word. We need someone that we have an intimate relationship with, not a casual relationship with.
My own is that nobody shall be saying anything about
Use and dump.
use and dump. Anybody used me,
No,
anybody
Use
do
and
this.
dump.
You know, we all have needs. Anybody that meets your need, you move. Anybody that does not meet
You
your
know
need,
when people
you
talk
leave that
about
person.
use and dump is most especially when you have given your
Your
all
all.
to someone.
That's why you need to communicate.
You cannot communicate.
You know when,
with
when,
you.
when you say,
Why can't you
cannot
communicate?
like that, because
No,
you don't
no,
know.
when you say giving your all, when I say giving your all, we know where we are going. We know,
That's now that courtship.
yes, we know how we are going, and I've spent, like I said, 7 years with you. I've given you everything you can ever think of, and that's why people
That
ask,
should have proven beyond
yeah,
reasonable
some
doubt.
people ask this question that when they meet those kind of people, they say, so what did you see in the other girl or the other guy
That you didn't see.
in me?
Yeah.
What did I lack?
Okay. Thank you so much, Lawrence. I mean, we can
We-
go
we-
on and
we
on,
can
and you
go
can
on
talk
and
about
on
this
and on.
book for days. Yeah.
And
But, thank you for
it's
sharing
amazing. It's
your
amazing. It's
opinion
amazing
with us.
how deep this conversation is, because if we want to extend it, we can, go
don't go leave
into
here.
marriage. In fact, there are different aspects
Angles
of it.
to
But,
it, yeah.
thank you so
Yeah.
much, Lawrence, for joining the group chat and having this conversation with us today. Really appreciate. So we have a little token for you.
Money.
When you
No money.
when you open this, you see
Money.
what
Money.
Lawrence
It's
said.
no money, please.
Thank you so much for coming,
Thank you
Lawrence.
very much.
you.
Thank you
And
very
guys,
much.
guys, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to watch, like, share, tell your neighbor, tell everybody.
And we will see you on the next episode. Bye.